That's it. Yep. Eagles Web Boxing back over in here. Yeah. All right. I see you put a comment up once. It disappeared. But now it's up there again, so. Salute out to Gil Coles. I see him. Always, yeah. He wants to fight. This is Fight Night Friday. Long distance. Because of the COVID-19, we got to fight from long distance, you know. Can't get my hands on him yet. I know he want to hand me up. I'm a hand eagle up. Yeah, but Gil Coles anyway. Salute to Gil Coles. He said, "Sup, Eagles Web in the chat." He said, "Did the young Lions drop the ball? The B-A-L-L, not the B-A-W." Not the balls at all weights. Yeah, the B-A-W, the balls at all weight classes. Not just the ball, but the ball. The balls at all weights. That's pretty good, huh? The B-A-W. The balls at all weight. At every weight. I didn't want to talk about it. Not really. I didn't really want to talk about it. But it just keeps, it keeps resurfacing. I just went back and looked at one of the press conferences for the DD and Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois. It was boring. It was boring. I don't know when. I think it might have took place, February? Whatever it was. But it was boring. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't even, watch the whole thing. I don't even think it's more than 20 minutes. I just couldn't watch the whole thing, man. I had to turn it. Because Joe Joyce had his little hype man over there talking. I'm like, oh, my goodness. It was like, are you really? You're speaking up for Joe Joyce? But, yeah, they both promising knockouts and... Yeah, whatever. It's hard because, you know how we do it, Gil. We let's see it. Yeah. But off top, though, hey, Gil, anybody in there besides just Gil, you guys, tell them what to do, Gil. When you get a chance, you tell them what to do. You know me, I'm not much of a speaker when it comes to telling somebody or asking support and all that. You know me, I'm not. I used to. But I'm just not that, I'm not comfortable, man. I have actually paid people to listen to me before. Not on this type of forum, but just on the street, just to see how they would react. It's weird. They take the money. They take the money. Even if it's something that they need, the information that they need, I'll just shake my head afterwards. I give them the money, but I'll just shake my head it's very sad. Yeah, it was good like that. No, but off top, I was like, you know what? I play man, I shouldn't even be playing video games like that, but I played this damn video game so long that when I close my eyes, I can still see the game, man. I can see myself getting murderized. I'm like, I'm getting killed. And then I put it for open. So I opened up the game, right, so anybody can play. Because I didn't have nobody that I knew was going to play. I got people that saying they're going to play. But I'm playing last night. And I guess they must have been some youngsters, right? So we get to this one field. I was playing World War Z. So we get to the point where we're going to go to tech support after, that's a long stage. World War Z. So we get to the point where we're going to go to tech support and we got to save the old man. So the old man, he's getting beat down or whatever. He finally makes it over to the fence or whatever. You know how they always scream out, they're all over me because zombies are all over them. So we get them in, and I knew I had to, if I'm playing just open like that, I have to have my because I got a couple of characters that I use, but I have to have one that's really like maxed out, with the weapons and all that. He has to have like the good weapons, and then he has to start the game with the right stuff. So I'm playing, and I'm gonna say 15 to 18 Claymore mines down on the stage where he has to open up he has to go in there and open up the door. That door that goes together like that. I don't know what part of that. I know it's the stage. I know when you finish all of that, I know you go to support, where you go outside and you got to fight them from outside. So I'm 18 of them. I got 2 mortars, like 3 machine guns, permanent machine guns, not the ones that you use. I got like 3 of those, and plus I make sure I always put Claymore mines inside that little room too, the little bunker. I put them inside there too. Before he opens up the bunker, I put some inside there, electrified. I think we even had electrified gate too. And I don't know how they're fighting. I'm running back and forth to the mortars and stuff like that. I'm running to the machine gun. I got the MGD, the one that shoots out the explosives and stuff. I'm using that. I mean, I got zombies blowing up everywhere. And I'm reminding you that it's not just me. It's 3 other people, right? So I'm doing my share. I know. I'm like, okay, good. I'm blowing up everything. Man, once I run out of my shells, and I run the machine gun out and everything. I done ran the machine guns out and stuff. And I'm like looking at them like, what the hell are they doing? We get overwhelmed, right? Right when he's going to open up the door to the bunker, we get overwhelmed. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm trying to fend. I'm in there they are laying outside the door. I'm not going to go get them. I'm going to let them change. So I'm inside, and the doctor's down. I'm like, oh man. And no med kits. So I'm fighting my tail off, right? And I'm trying my best to hang in there. Couldn't make it. Dude, the same thing happens again. I go out there trying to revive the guys and get them in, and I end up going down. So now I'm out again. I'm like, oh man, these people just don't know how to play. So this girl, I take it was a girl. Well, I'm gonna put it, the girl character is just in there. She done battled them off and stuff like that, right? So she's in there. I can see her because you changed the camera angle. So, but she doesn't see what I see. I see the lurker in there, right? At the other gate. So she goes over to the other gate. No, I'm serious. So she's headed towards the other gate, but she can't see him. I got a different camera angle. So your camera angle just stays right there. I'm looking right at the lurker. He looks big on my screen. On her screen, she can't see him because he's hidden, and she's all back, and she's just going in there. She's the last one left. If she makes it, we're okay. We're gonna respawn or whatever. So she gets to that other gate. Guess what? She gets tackled by him, and it's over with. So once he tackles you, you can't shake him. I'm like, God dang! Some of these people, they get on there or whatever, they don't set up the defenses first, and they just come flying through. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just start doing private from now on, man. Only people that I invite, people that I know can play, because at least I can get on the headphones and they can listen. Oh, just do this, do that. Don't use anything that's gonna make a lot of noise for right now. Let's just pick them off from a distance until we get into a place where we can fight, But people are dumb. I mean, they'll rile them up in a spot where you don't have a chance. Where they're coming at different, like 3 or 4 different angles. You don't want that. You want them to come at you like me. I like to fight in like a small room where all of them can't get in there. You know what I mean? If you're in a small room, they can't all get in there. If 4 of you are in there, they can't squeeze in there, and you could just wear them out. Especially if you're with the computer, you could just wear them out when you're inside there. Just slashing, you slash, 600 of them. Gil out there crying. Yeah, I know. It's sad, Gil. They got me like this. They got me waking up like this. I'm in mid sleep talking about help. They got me saying help. They're all over me. Help! They're all over me. Cause I strategize when I do that, man. I learn a way. I'm like, okay, so we get in this corner. We explode them all over here, but we all fight out of this corner. We gonna win, because they can only send so many into a corner. It would be completely cheating. They cheat anyway, but it would be completely cheating if you're in a small room and 1,000 zombies can get in there. No. As soon as they come in, they're getting hacked on all sides until we just get rid of them. Oh, you've been playing Far Cry 5 lately? Yep. That's what's up. All of them, it's this whole thing that got, it has me down right now. I work at night a little bit. Yeah, but I don't have I don't have as much work as I need to have, but it is what it is. I'm living off bank account. So I end up playing this stuff. People talking me into, oh yeah, get this, play this, and whatever. Okay. So I got people that want to play. So I'm like, okay, go ahead and get it, man. But play on the computer, man. Don't be cheap. I know the kids can't afford the computer, so I know most of them, because most people that luckily end up playing with me, most of them are PS4, and most of them PS4. Every once in a while, I see somebody on the computer. Like one time, I actually had I don't think I ever got everybody on the computer, but I think I had like 2 people on the computer, and one was PS4, and we won that one easy. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. Far Cry 5. Okay. I gotta check it out, man. I gotta go back to Epic, man, because I want to get some free stuff. Want the free? Yeah, Eagle want that free, man. Where can I get that free? But I want to talk about some of the stuff that's supposed to go on. Well, there's 2 fights I wanted to kind of talk about, like concentrate on. It's because of what we've seen. You know what I mean? As far as in boxing, what we've seen in boxing, and it's 2 fights that kind of stand out, and we'll talk about those a little bit. Yeah. And the reason I'm bringing this, the reason I even have that topic and the stuff about the young lions dropping the balls, but because we already know. Yeah. Because if it's true, if these things are true, if these are just not, let's say, publicity, I had to find out the right word, but the publicity stunts, then it's going to be exciting. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be exciting. That's what I say. It'll be exciting. And it's not because it may not because of the action, but it's going to be exciting just because they're back. Yeah. Just because they're back. And that's what's going to be exciting about it. But let's talk about this one idiot right now, though. First, yeah, we'll talk about this idiot first. And I'm calling you an idiot because I don't think nobody believes you. I don't believe you. I don't know who believes you or whatever. But I don't think anybody believes you. And I just want let me get these. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, so anyway, I don't know if you heard this or not, but so Dylan White is talking about fighting MMA. He's not having a hard enough time in boxing to where now he wants to go and mess with MMA. They just got it out there though. And so what is Eagle Webb's, what is his thoughts on Dylan White talking about fighting some MMA? You already know what I'm going to say. Let's see it. Yeah? Let's see it. Because you just, right now, you just running your mouth. That's what it is. You just run your mouth. You just a mouth runner, just talking. So, but we're gonna see how that work out. I'm not even gonna get into it. I don't even know what his MMA skills is like, but I doubt if they're. Yeah, I doubt if he really even have MMA skills or something like that. Yeah, some of these fighters, man, I don't I don't even get these fighters, man. But right now, this is the talk of the talk. This is the talk 2020. This is the 2020 talk. This is the 2020. Let me see if I can be heard out here. That's what this is. The 2020. Let me see if I can be heard. So, but we're gonna see. We're gonna talk. We'll see. We'll talk about. How many of them is it? I think it's 6. So it's 5 or 6 of the comeback kids. So it's 5 or 6 of them. So we're gonna talk about. I mean, I know you don't like it anyway, and I know you're gonna just clown. I'm talking to Gail. I'm not talking about anybody else in here. I'm talking to my one mod that I can see right now. Is that I know he's gonna clown. So we're gonna talk about. The possibility from our perspective, my perspective, we'll go into your perspective. The people out there, we're going to your perspective, but we're not really going to deal with Gil's perspective because he's only going to think one way, because that's just Gil. That's just the way he is. He looks at newer being better than older a lot of times. And a lot of times, newer than older does not work that way, son. It don't work that way. I'm going to write it down right now, though, Gil, so before I don't want to forget. I got so much stuff on my mind right now. So, Far Cry. Far Cry 5. And we'll check that out. Depending on how much it is, maybe we'll get together on it. I don't know how much I really want to spend on games, you know. Yeah. MMA, he gonna get choked. Yeah, that's what, yeah, yeah, Gil. He is gonna get, you know he gonna get choked. Yeah, he gonna get choked out. He said MMA, he gonna get choked out. Hey, but do you want to see it, though? Can we use seeing somebody getting choked out? I mean, you avoided Wilder, so okay. So what's the best thing for you? I don't see no problem. I don't see nothing wrong with you getting choked out. You avoided Wilder, so why not get choked out? Choke his ass out. That'd be something to see, though. I think that'd be funny, huh, Gil? Watching him get choked out. Get that rear naked, or guillotine or something on him. He got that rear naked choke on him. He like, and they finally get it up in there, right? How they be trying to get it, and they finally lock it in. He'll do like this quick, though. I don't think he'll get choked out because he'll do like this quick, like the little. He'll do that quick. He'll do that too fast. As soon as they touch his neck, he'll be like, no, I didn't mean it. No, of course you didn't mean it. Of course your ass didn't mean it. You damn right I watch it. Matter of fact, I'll pay for that. That'd be my pay-per-view. I'll damn sure pay-per-view on that one. Most definitely. I'll pay-per-view on that. Yeah. But before I talk about these fighters coming back, Dylan White laid out, looking like a mess around, and the ref just ignored. Look, hey Gil, he getting that choke, and the ref see him doing this, and the ref just ignored, like looking all at the crowd, like I don't see nothing. And they just wait for, how they wait for your hand to just completely drop. They just leave his ass like knocked out, like sleeping, leave his ass sleeping in the ring. Now that would be nice. That would be nicer than watching him tap. that'd be even nicer if the ref, watch the ref, just ignore him. See, I was gonna see. It's hard for a lot of the boxing stuff I want to talk about. It sounds like trivia and stuff like that, but I don't see none of the web. I don't see none of the web in here. I see you up in here. So you just gonna be undefeated in Eagles web if I start just talking about stuff. Like if I talk about Leotis Martin and stuff, you're gonna end up being the one. You're gonna be the one. I'll save that for later. But you're gonna be the one. You're gonna stay undefeated. Because I start putting these questions up, and then people are like, "Well, what's that?" And they're not gonna get it. But you already got everything. You already have it. And see, now before I get to these 5, I still want to talk about that one, the one fight though. But I guess at the Boxing Fan Expo, I don't know exactly when this was though, something like that. But Julio Cesar Chavez, and we talked about this before. Now he was talking about his complicated. I don't know if he really used that word or not, but his complicated fights with Frankie Randall. See, and for me, it was no complicated fight. You know what I mean? It's just that a lot of people blew him up, had him extra hyped up, had him feeling himself because out of Julio Cesar Chavez's wins, if you go back and look at the history and stuff like that, which ones are really that notable to you? And which ones are controversial? See, when I start looking back, when I look at the history, some of my favorite fights that he had are the favorite fighters that when he was fighting them, the outcome shouldn't have been what it was. And if you don't believe me, you go back and watch. Go back and watch the Meldrick Taylor fight with Julio Cesar Chavez. Go back and watch both Frankie Randall fights. Well, the first one, I think Frankie got him the first one. So, yeah. But even though they was probably still trying to give it to Chavez. The second one. So the first one, okay, went Randall's way. And then look at Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker versus Julio Cesar Chavez. But when you look at those, and just look at them, just score them, try to score them the best you can. This is, this is homework when you got time. And then tell me what your assessment of the fights was. Because I think that Parnell put on one of his boxing clinic. He was down to his knees like, I'm like, God dang. He had got so low in that fight. He was clowning Chavez. I mean, he clowned him worse than he clowned a lot of people. I mean, he didn't pull his shorts off like he did, like Roger. But, yeah, he was definitely clowning them. So, but he's talking about the complications, complicated fights. Anytime somebody get their ass whooped, it's complicated, ain't it? It wasn't complicated at home, us watching it. Because what we just seen you get pieced up. You know what I mean? We watched you get all kind of hands put on you, and it's complicated. No, what's complicated about it? Okay. I'll tell you what. For these fighters that think something's complicated when it comes to fighting, and it didn't go their way, if they think it's complicated, I'll tell you what we do, Gil, is go back and take a look at it. We go back and take a look at it with them. Sit down and roll. They can roll the video or film or whatever. We can go back and watch it with them. Okay, what was complicated about that round? What was going on? I don't care if we got to have interpreters or whatever. We just So what about that round? What was complicated about that round? Oh, you see. So you see what had happened was. Now they don't know what had happened was. Ain't nothing worse than having somebody on to see what had happened was. It ain't nothing worse than having that, Gil, when somebody on will see what had happened was. No. I think you're full of it, Chavez. You got your ass whooped. Don't be talking about no complications. You got your ass whooped, and that was it. Yeah. Trying to think. I wanted to. Oh, okay. I know what it is. I know what page it was on. Yep. Almost forgot what page it was on. Let me find this real quick. If it's on here that way, because it's just one of them that I wanted to put on there like that, because we know what happened to some of them. Yeah, we know what happened to some of these fighters that play that. Oh, it was a good complicated fight. I see you down there, Tony Bars up in the house, y'all. Tony Boswell, he said salute to Tony Boswell. But anyway, Tony says salute to Eagles Way of Boxing. In the chat, he said smash the like button and show your support. That's right. Yep. But these people, these fighters, man, sometimes, see, you could tell when they full of shit, though. Actually, I'm going to stay on him for a little bit. Since he opened it up himself. Yeah, he should have just shut it up. You know what I mean? Anytime you start saying stupid shit like that, then if you're a champ and all that, just shut up. Just shut your ass up. You know what I mean? Yeah. 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 And see, now I'm gonna read some of it because I just pulled it up now. Because first I wasn't gonna say nothing, but now, yeah, shut your ass up talking about complications. Shut your ass up. And I'm gonna read this too. This came out of Boxing News over here. So Mexican Idol Julio Cesar Chavez. He set himself to a lofty goal of reaching a perfect 100-0 in the 1990s. And JC Superstar. Okay, he's supposed to be the superstar. Came pretty close to came pretty close to pulling it off. But what happened? It was, as fans remember, a massive upset. See, already, and I'm doing my resources, you know, my sites. So now I'm citing my source. That's my source. Boxeo or Box Fan Expo or so. That's where it's listed under. So I'm not gonna go down and read the actual author of this, but they're saying it was a massive upset when Frankie Randall took. See the way they're wording it. It was a massive upset when Frankie Randall took. Now you can't say upset and then say took in the same sentence. Oh, that was upset. I was upset by him. He took it. Huh? How much split tongue shit you want to talk to us, right? Now, I wasn't going to talk about him. I never liked him, to be honest. I'm sorry. Y'all like, oh, yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez, he was a great champ. I never liked him because of the record. I don't know about Tony Bonds, but Tony, I never liked him because of the record. And I'm going to quote the late, great Mayweather, Roger, and I'm going to say who he beat. Who he beat. Because out of those 4 fights that I mentioned before Tony got in here, out of the 2 with Frankie Randall, the one with Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker, and the one with Meldrick Taylor, you should have exposed one of them and made him look real bad or something like that. The ref saved you against Meldrick Taylor. Nobody wants to talk about that one. Go back and do your history. I told you, y'all go back and look at, if you can find some footage, go back and look at the whole fight. And you're going to find that he was getting his ass whooped in that fight. But Frankie Randall just didn't play. They couldn't do nothing with Frankie. That wasn't no damn upset. You can't say upset, magic upset, but he took the unbeaten record. See? And that was in 94, right? Even though Chavez had struggled mighty in his September. See, looking at, he struggled, it says mightily, in his September 1993 fight with Super Slick Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker. The draw almost universally looked as a loss for Chavez. The all-time great was still expected to beat Randall. Okay. A year earlier, you got pieced up Yep. And then it's kind of ironic. You got pieced up by somebody who's slick. He pieced you up. And then somebody named Surgeon whooped your ass. See? Eventually they met three. Looking back all these years, Chavez, who retired in 2005 with 107 and 6 and 2, 86 legends, says Randall had a style that was always complicated for him. No, Randall was just whooped your ass. That's all that is to it. You got your ass whooped. And I'm not even going to read all of it. But anyway, you got your ass whooped. Shut your ass up. Yep. Yeah. And then he won by 1 point on the second fight. Yep. Then you came back and tried to show that you still had it, because Randall was basically out of it by the third fight. He wasn't nothing. This 10-rounder. Get your ass out of here though. But anyway, I'm not trying to crap on anybody's fighters. If you love him, then that's you. You just love him. But for me, F him, man. I'm sorry, man. Who he beat. You putting what they call it, they have a word for that they use. They say posers and stuff. So you got posers and stuff you fighting. But get your ass completely out of here talking about complications. The complication was I'm getting my ass whooped in the second fight. So I'm about to, and even Randall said I'm about to knock your ass out. So I'm getting pieced up. So the best way for me to get up out of it. So here it is. The best way for me to get out of this ass whooping is to take this cut and then say, oh, I can't see. Well, that's the best way. Now, okay, so we're still gonna stay on him. I was gonna let him free, but now don't let me get information if you're a great champ and now you got your ass stuck in the web now. And I'm not gonna slay you. I'm just gonna beat you up a little bit. I'm gonna just jab at you and get you punch drunk a little bit. So it's a complicated fight. You're getting your ass whooped. Now you're supposed to go 100-0, right? You're supposed to go 100-0. You was headed. You know, I'm getting 100 fights and be undefeated. I'll be the first fighter to, notable fighter to go 100 fights and 0 losses. Now, if you are really cut, what they call cloth, they say you cut of a certain caliber. So if you're cut in that caliber and you don't go out on your shield and you use any excuse to get your ass up out of there, because same thing happened to you against, didn't De La Hoya do the same thing to you? See? And an old veteran fighter, think about old veteran fighters that have that many fights. There's this clean, no contest, right? Most of your fights are no contest. So even if you had 100 fights, if they're all no contest, because Sugar Ray Robinson won 175 straight, and he did have, and a lot of those were contests. He still won. So out of those 100 fights, how many out of those 100 fights were really contests? So if a lot of them wasn't, we can go back and just research your whole career. So if a lot of these fights were no contest, like really nothing for you, then why when you start fighting real champions, you just fold up? I don't like you. I'm sorry. So I can get hate. Give me thumbs down if you come in. If you're just visiting and you want to give thumbs down, go ahead and give thumbs down. I don't care. I just didn't like him because who he beat. Yeah, he beat Roger, yeah, but I'm saying who he beat. Roger had other issues that a lot of people probably didn't even know about. We'll never know what kind of problems that Roger actually had, but he was still fighting. But Roger did have problems, but he was still fighting. If he didn't have those certain problems with the power that he had, he would have put out anybody. And a lot of that is his corner too, though. I don't know. I would have had somebody else in this corner. Back then, I would have had somebody like Benton or something like that. Yeah, Gilco's crying. He said, Chavez Sr. ain't making a comeback, is he? No. No, I haven't got to those. I haven't got to those yet because I wanted to. Because he just made me stay on him. I wasn't gonna get on him at first, but then the article just popped up. I'm like, no, shut your ass up. Stop saying shit when you had too many. And see, this is the thing. Tony knows too. Tony probably looked back, or I don't know if Tony C knows live, or he looked back at him. Is you had too many fights that was too close or just like controversial in a row. You can't have that many controversial fights and people say how great you are. Nah, sit your ass down. You ain't great when you got that many controversial fights. Oh, there's another controversial fight. Okay, so now let me throw this out there. Do we have any champions right now who have controversial fights? And I'm not talking about one controversial fight, but more than one controversial fight. And I'm not going to try to stay on like for 4 hours. But I'm saying, do we have anybody who got controversial fights now? In the heavyweight, I'm throwing heavyweight out there. In the heavyweight or any other divisions, do we have controversial fights? Like, welterweight, do we have any controversial fights? See? But in these controversial fights that we have now, is somebody going to say, are they going to come back and say it was complications? Are they going to come back and say that? Well, I think the Frankie Randall fight, those were complicated fights. You got your ass whooped. Just take your ass whooped and shut up. Oh, okay. Tony said we having a very bad thunderstorm. You got dang right. If you said golf ball size hell, he said, but I'm in here, fam. Yeah, he say, fam. Look at that's my fam though. Don't y'all hate on Tony, man. That's my fam, man. Y'all don't like that? F y'all, man. I can tell by people's conversation, what they like. Just like Gil, I want to rough Gil's ass up just by his conversation. He like a little brother. I just want to rough his ass up. He think I can't, though. I tell you, because I'm always going to do my little thing about Gil, though. Because Gil in the mirror right now talking about, yeah, Eagle think he want this, man. TB, baby. I'm not TBE, but Tampa Bay, baby. Tampa Bay, come get some. He gonna be like, turn up, man, let's do it. Get this going. He gonna have his arrows up with the fire, like he got his arrows up, not me. Arrows with the fire. Wish Eagle would. He said, you would if you could, Eagle. You would if you could. But you can't, so you ain't. Oh, Gil to the kissing note. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Tony said I don't care for him. Yeah, Tony said I don't care for Chavez either. Yeah. Did he fight Iran Barkley? No. It was Duran. Yeah, that was, yeah. He said, here he corrected himself. He said, no, that was Duran. Yeah. Iran had the look. He had the physique and everything like that. But his chin was not durable. It wasn't durable. And his style for his size was he was just too straight up. He was just a target. He was a target. He was a target. Just like some fighters come up and they're just amateur fighters, but he was just a target. He was a good professional, but he was a target when you got that straight up style like that. He's just a target. Almost reminds me of Lubin. A lot of people give Lubin a whole lot of credit, but Lubin going back to sleep. Lubin is somebody gonna put Lubin's ass back out. I don't care if he's young, went out, but he's going back to sleep. He got an awkward style though. I'm not saying he's the same as Barkley was, but he's going to sleep. He's getting his ass knocked out. Simple as that. Yeah, Duran put that work in on him. Yeah. There's another fighter that I used to like. He had a nice smile and all that, all happy. Kind of remind me of Wilder with the smile, but just straight amateur. He's only an amateur. God dang, I was yeah. Matter of fact, it's two of them. Andrew Maynard, that's the one with the smile, and then another one that was really just a amateur fighter, but had all kind of this showboating, come in there trying to be like Roy Jones, showboating and all that shit, and that was Anthony Hembrook. Terrible sleeping jobs on both of them. Both of them went to sleep on the job. I see you down there, Jay Brown. Jay Brown in here, man. Y'all better salute Jay Brown out. coming up in here. He said, Jay Brown says, salute Eagles way up. He said Chavez fought dudes in their prime, unlike Honello. Okay, he did though. We'll talk about it. I didn't like him, JB. I'm gonna tell you, JB, the reason I just didn't like him, man. Who he beat. And then, JB, when you got to look at it, man, all those controversial fights at the end, though. Not the end. It wasn't even the very end, but all those controversial fights like back-to-back. Parnell, Sweet Pea Whitaker, Meldrick Taylor, Frankie Randall. Come on, man. That's too much. You doing too much as a champ that act like you all that. Yeah, man, come get some. You doing all that shit, and then you getting pieced up and quitting. Oh, I better get out of here. Because he wouldn't have fought Randall the third time. But I know somebody must have been getting on him because Randall was already depressed about that and then lost his championship. And then Chavez didn't have no championship. Come back and fight a 10 round. Randall didn't really care about that fight. Because what stays on your mind is just like, well, I'm fighting you now, but this ain't even for no championship. I ain't even really interested. I whooped your ass twice. God, they took the title because that's what they did. I don't care. They took the title. And Gail said, who was there for him to fight at that time? He could have fought a lot of people. He could have fought. Shit. He could have fought a lot of people. Shit, he should have fought the Hawk. That's who he should have fought. Now, if he would have fought the Hawk, if he would have fought Aaron Pryor, his ass would have retired early. Shit, there was some fighters back there. His ass, believe me, just go back and look. And you're going to find, when you start researching, you'll find that you'll find some duct tape, you'll find some duct tape stuck to his ass. I guarantee you. Because this wasn't even a chat about him. It's just that, just for him coming up running his mouth, though. Oh, hey, complications with Frankie Randall. Hey, complicated fights. Shut your ass up. He had a style that was complicated. No, he had a style. He was whooped your ass twice. And you got over on the third one, but whooped your ass twice. Whooped your ass. That's it. You got your ass whooped. And that's it. You got your ass whooped. Sometimes you can get your ass whooped, man. Come on now. Ain't nothing wrong with getting an ass whooping. Sometimes you got to get an ass whooped. Oh, I got my ass whooped. You just laugh about it. Hey, I got my ass whooped, man. He's a good fighter. Or whatever you lose in. Some people just sore losers. I can't lose. Shut your sore loser ass up. Oh, here go. Damn, here go Gil again. Thurman versus Pac was a draw. Hashtag play the flute. Hashtag get your ass out of here, Gil. Don't make me have to delete your comments. Yep. Tony Boswell, I think it was too, Gil. Gil goes into me. AB beat Pac. A lot of these shots missed. There you go, Tone. See, Tone went back and looked at the fight. I told y'all, man, the AB fight. I said, y'all got to... See, when I give y'all homework to do, or I say just check it out, this ain't no class, but it is sometimes like a class. I told y'all to go back because there was people on different stations and shit or channels that was saying the same thing. And I was like, why are they saying that? Then you go back and look. I'm like, damn, I didn't see all them misses. AB's defense was up to par. His like ducking game and moving out the way of punches game was up to par. But they just don't like AB no more. That shit was tighter than that. If AB would have stepped up a little bit, he might not have still got the win, though. They would have still probably, they probably would have still took it from him. But Tone right, though, man. I'm just saying, man, I'm not trying to get nobody on my side. And I haven't talked about this for a little, what? It was maybe it was a few shows ago that I talked about that. But that's it. Yeah. But JB Honello is just a hoe. That's all that is, too. That's different. He's just a whole Nella anyway. That's all. And then Jay Brown right back. JB said he lost to them dudes, but I respect him because he fought them at their best. Yeah, but we talking about the fights though, man. But is it right? I mean, it's probably not. It's probably out of his control, but see, I don't want to get tongue-tied thinking about stuff like that, but money talks, so who knows? There's not like, has Richard Steele been in any controversial stoppages before? Or since that, after that fight with Meldrick Taylor? So the second fight with, okay, I'm not gonna say it's clean. I'm not gonna give him anything that's clean, like, oh, this is clean, it wasn't Chavez's fault. No. Even if I have to say 60-40 or 50-50, just like they talk about the purses. Even if I have to say that, the Meldrick Taylor fight, I'm not excusing him for that one, even though there might have been some other powers. The Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, I'm not 100% giving him a clean slate on that one. The Frankie Randall, at least Frankie Randall got the first one. The second Frankie Randall, that's 100% on Chavez. That's 100% on him. That's 100% on him just quitting. That's 100% on him. I'm sorry. Whether y'all like him or not, 100% on him quitting. Yep. So I'm not arguing with you and fighting with you about that, but for that, you can give him the respect. I don't have no problem with somebody giving him respect. But for me, who he beat. Because I can't watch 4 of your fights and all of them look like suspicious. I can't. I can't give you the credit if I watch 4 close fights. If I watch you fight 4 different people, like not too far apart from each other, because you realize that because Pernell Whitaker fought him a year before Frankie Randall beat him. See? And all those fights within like 5 years of each other. So, okay. Gil Cole said Chavez Sr. could come back at heavyweight and beat Ortiz. Yeah, okay. Okay, Gil. Don't get your ass timed out. Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about that, and then Tony, you agreeing with him. So I agree at Jay Brown. He said he fought them at the prime. Not many can say that. Okay. I'm a tech now, since we always talk about, let's go to it. I like this. This is so easy. This is easy work though. We're not fighting or nothing like that. This is just art. This is Eagles' way of discussion right here. So I didn't put this up here for when people come in here, but can you name any fighters that was in their prime that Larry Holmes beat? Huh? Can you name at least 3 fighters? This might be on trivia, but I'm gonna give you 3 fighters that he beat that was in their prime. He had to do it his own way, whether he knocked him out or not. And he was in trouble in all the fights. Ronaldo Snipes, Tim Witherspoon, Ernie Shavers, Ken Norton. That's 4. I told you I was only going to give you 3. Because we were talking about Chavez 4 fights. You see how we just went around the corner and came right back like that? And somebody that just notable to us. And Larry Holmes came back and did what you're supposed to do as a champion. He did what you were supposed to do as a champion. The only time he was complaining, only time he really complained is when he lost to Spinks. And a lot of people think that he beat Spinks both of those fights. Because Spinks wasn't really hurting him or nothing like that. Spinks was just quick on the draw and getting some punches off. But Larry Holmes did what a champion does. I got my ass knocked down. I'm coming back winning. Matter of fact, Holmes was notorious for getting his ass knocked down and getting up and knocking your ass out. Oh, that's how you punching me? It's like that energizes him. Your best way to beat him probably would just try to decision him like Spinks did and not knock him down. Because once you knocked his ass down, besides, I'm not talking about when he fought Tyson. Yeah, he was way over the hill by then. But yeah, once you knock him down, guess what? He come back like, oh, shit, you done knocked me down? And he street fight your ass like, okay. And them uppercuts was major, believe me. Not just that sit your ass down jab, but them uppercuts was major. Believe me. So that's what Chavez was supposed to do. He looked like a deer caught in the headlights and shit. When Randall put his ass down, boom, he was like, oh shit, I'm on my ass. How I get down here? It's something new to him. And that happens when Eagles have a question up here to say who you beat. And now I see who you beat. Because Randall didn't have like an illustrious career or nothing like that. Got your ass whooped. Hear me? Chavez. In Espanol, you got your ass whooped. In English, you got your ass whooped. No matter, Para todo lengua, you got your ass whooped. In any language, you got your ass whooped. When you say the fight was complicated and the style just wasn't matching up to you, you probably got your ass whooped. Yeah. Yeah. But you leave Ortiz alone, man. Let somebody fight Ortiz, man. Gil Cole said Terrence, but Chavez, who he beat. Yeah. God dang. So now Terrence is in there. See, you ain't got nobody who's going to get you, man. Yeah, because Don's not in there right now, man. Don usually be in here. Don ain't going to let you talk about Terrence Bud Chavez like that. Terrence Bud Chavez Crawford. And then JB back. He said Tim Witherspoon, Ken Norton. Yeah. He named two of them. He got them. Yeah, you got a couple of them. It's more than that, but Ronaldo Snipes too. Yeah, but we have a few of them. We have a couple of them. Yeah, Tim Witherspoon. Yep, you got that right. So we have a few of them. So, but that's what champions do. Fight your ass in your prime and whoop your ass. Shit, Ali took on all the monsters. You talking about champions? He lost some fights, but he took on all the monsters from different eras. He took on monsters in the 70s, 60s, and 80s. He took on monsters. He was still getting W's. I get W's, man. I fight monsters to get W's. Well, Ken Chavez said I fought monsters and got W's. If he would have fought somebody like Tommy Hearns, would he have got a W? If he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, would he have got a W? If he fought Wilfred Benitez, would he have got a W? Oh, they're a little bit higher. Wait, I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. His son fighting heavy. That means his ass was heavy. He was just starving to get his ass down to weight. Your son ain't gonna be that much bigger than you. So that's it. So you got your ass down there. Shit. You know, I don't play that weight stuff anyway. But you got your ass whooped, man. Yeah. Tony Bowles would say I didn't like Chavez, but he was a good fighter. Yeah, he's a good fighter. And see, I'm not throwing him under the bus, Tony. I'm just throwing jabs at him. You already know that, man. You don't see no slideshow on him, right? If I was putting up slides and everything else, now I could do that. I can go to the library and just, dig up all kinds of photos and everything else, and I could berate the crap out of it. Now, see, because this is my chat with you guys in here, I'm not going to do that. I don't have to, because everybody is giving him like the proper amount of respect, and support. But if, shit, you get on my side, on the wrong side, you know how I'll do him. I'll do 3 shows on his ass and put the names up, all the fighters he beat. Like, then I'll be like, who did Chavez beat? I'll put the whole title. Who did Chavez beat? Part 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. However, it might just be 1 part or 2, 3, whatever. Until I can get till we can get to the bottom. Like, okay, yeah, I guess you're equal, right? See, but I'm not doing him like that. The only reason I brought him up because that mouthpiece. Shut your ass up. But I just never. I guess, and this is another thing, Tony. Back then, when I liked the fighter, I wasn't a fanboy, but when I liked the fighter, I liked him. That's my boy. Like Sweet Pea. That was my boy. Sweet Pea. Just the movement and stuff, and just how he used to outclass people and just make them miss and all that. I love that, man. And then when he got robbed, I'm like, really? I was in the house full of haters, too. Oh, man, what is he doing? Why is he down that far? I said, man, he's getting out the way of punches. You ain't supposed to just stand there. Man, I had a violent crowd when I watched that fight. There was a violent crowd of people around me when I watched that fight. I didn't get my revenge on that fight until Frankie Randall fought him the first time. And I was looking at everybody like, now what? Frankie Randall pieced your ass up. Okay? Frankie Randall got you. So I wanted to talk about these two fights here, and because this is this goes back. This is the old schedule. This is the schedule, and this is the turnout. So the turnout for these two fights, okay. And these guys is on the same card, right? And so Danny Garcia, right? And I know a lot of people clowned him. He fought a red coach, right? And then Jared Hurd was on there too. And Jared Hurd got the decision against Francisco Santiago, super welterweight. So we talking about the welterweight and the super welterweight. So we're just bringing up those two names in those two performances. Yeah, one guy that was basically fighting a welterweight because somebody with BCD, which I don't know if it's full blown, somebody with BCD whooped that ass. And so he wanted to change his style up and come back against this Santiago, right? And then Danny fights Red Cox. So based off of those performances, man, I really don't see the strength of those two fighters as much anymore. So I would actually have to see something with those two fighters now. Those two fighters have to show a lot more in their next performances. Just because of those two fights. They're going to have to show a lot more. I mean, for me. Because I don't want nothing to come up like the Chavez thing. Like, it was always complicated. No complications. No. Because the real champs of the past and the present should and did make those adjustments necessary to get that W. They pulled that Malcolm X on them, right? By any means necessary. I got to have it, baby. I got to get this win. You can get a win later, but I got to have this one today. Just like Ali, when Ali needed to fight, he needed to get that win. I got to have this tonight, man. You can't get this one today. Especially in that Thriller in Manila. Ali like, I got to have this one today, Joe. You can't get this one. I got to have this one. God, that's a brutal fight, though. You talking about brutal fights? God dang, man. No heavyweight fights like that today. They don't fight. You're not going to see a heavyweight fight today, even though that was yesteryear. You're not going to see no heavyweight fight today like that. With a smoking and a Ali. A smoking and a Ali. Bull and Matador. God dang. Ooh. Those kind of fights that really bring that here. You get goosebumps watching that. Yeah. Here go JB right back. Jay Brown said, yeah, Chavez had problems with the athletic fighters. He beat the top Mexican fighters because they stood in front of him, and he had to move against Whitaker, Randall, and Taylor. And he was stuck in the mud. There you go. And that's what I was saying about Barkley earlier. See, so Barkley, and even though I didn't really talk about Anthony Hembrook and Andrew Maynard that much, it's just that I liked him. I thought they was going to go somewhere. But he's right, though. He's stuck in the mud like that. It's like, damn, oh, shit, where you at? See? But what I covered it before I even read it, right? A champion got to do what he got to do. Oh, shit, you moving. Shit, I ain't never fought no movers. Well, you shit. That's part of your training process. Did you think you was going to fight Parnell Sweet Pete Whitaker and he was going to just stand in the pocket and just be with you? Matter of fact, he was in the pocket too. And that's the sad thing about that. He didn't just move the whole fight. He was beating your body up. He was standing toe-to-toe sometimes. He said, I'll stand toe-to-toe with your ass. And Whitaker stood toe-to-toe with him. And Whitaker, before he moved up, he had crack too. He still had crack. But he just preferred to outbox your ass. He just preferred to put what they call hands on you. He just preferred that. He liked that better than knocking your ass out. Well, I'm not saying that. Sometimes he had to get a knockout. He wouldn't got it. But when he was lighter, you watch some of his fights when he was a lighter weight. And then then your decision would be like, oh, God dang, he cracked. Yep, put your ass out of there. But that's it. They should have both retired after that fight. Toughest fight. But guys on the brink of death. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. That's too much, man. That fight was too much, man. I'm sorry. And that leads us into this next discussion. Yeah. This was my 10-minute show today. Everybody's laughing. Gil laughing. Everybody laughing. Like, oh, yeah, Eagle did his 30-minute show the other day. Yeah, I did my 30-minute show. Yeah. But I got to make up for it, man. It's COVID. So we got to stay a little bit long sometime because of the COVID. But let's talk about this a little bit. We'll bring it up again because it's going to be in conversations and stuff. So, and this is fast. I'll let y'all go. But this is fast, though. So out of these 5 fighters, I believe it's 5 of them, who has the best chance? Think about it. Who has the best chance of making some kind of a comeback? And I'm not talking about that they're going to win. They could. I don't care. If they could be somebody in the top 20, whatever. So we got somebody else's name that's in the hat right now. I'll put his name last. But right now we're talking Evander Holyfield. He said he in shape. He ready for it. Mike Tyson. Shannon Briggs, James to the lights out, Tony, that's 4, right? And now Matisse. Matisse wants to come back. So, I want your thoughts versus Eagles. Let's have a discussion, a little short discussion about this. Let's see. I want to know what you feel versus what I feel about these fights. Who do you think? Who you give a chance to beat, to really like give somebody some work in like the top? We'll say this top 20. And the reason I'm saying top 20 because Gil said that all of them's gonna get knocked. He'll say something like they're all gonna get knocked out. See, Gil say none of them. They need to go play golf. I don't know. Everybody can't swing golf clubs, man. I know I can't play golf, but I can swing a baseball bat, and I'm not talking about to knock somebody out with. I can hit. And that's hand and eye. I know the other one's hand and eye, but I don't know. I just don't like everybody. Man, I had everything, man. I'm telling you, I got, as one of my friends did promotions, a different kind of promotions than I do. And got this leather golf bag. Brand, it's nice, man. It was a Jack Daniels golf bag. I'm not really plugging Jack Daniels, but that's what it was. It was a promotional golf bag made out of leather. And those bags are pretty expensive. So I got that bag. I kept it for a while, and then I finally just got rid of it because everybody, oh yeah, let's go golf, man. Oh man, you gonna enjoy it. It's so fun. I'm like, I got to hit a ball and potentially knocking into a hole before I can move on to another hole, and I have to walk how far? Sometimes like damn near a quarter of a mile to walk after hitting the ball like 10 feet. How many times I hit I'm gonna be what? I'm gonna be over. I'm gonna be like plus 20. Or not because I don't hit the ball far. It might be because my accuracy. I'm probably just like killing the ball. Said that, well, good. That was a good shot. Now, it would have been a hole in one, but it went in the wrong direction. So now I got to hit it back another way. I don't know. Well, maybe I'm prejudging it, but I'd rather hit baseballs. Yeah, I'd rather be in the batting cage, hitting some baseballs or something. Yeah. And then Jay Brown said Tony and Evander. Yeah. Evander for sure. Tony's a little bit on the fence. I must go ahead and agree with you with him. But I'm not gonna put my 100 on it, but I'm gonna agree with you with Tony. Even if I don't give you my 100, I'm gonna still agree with you with Tony. But Evander, those are my thoughts too. Tyson, I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% sure on Tyson. And Matisse got beat up his last comeback, right? He got beat up, so I don't know. And Briggs, I forgot about Shannon. Yeah, Briggs. So Briggs might, in top 20, he might bring some smoke. He can scare top 20. He can scare them with that mouthpiece. He can scare them. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Let's go, champ. That's right. Let's go, champ. I see you over there shadowboxing. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go. So he might be able to let's go champ his way into a top 20 and get a W. And then Gil Coles came right back. He said Tony and Evander will be carried out the ring. Since Gil ain't gonna stop. Gil don't like nobody trying to make no comebacks. He said, nah, ain't no comebacks. He said they gonna take a who was the oldest fighter, B-Hop. He said, you gonna take a B-Hop. Hey Gil, they gonna take a B-Hop and it's gonna be over with, huh? Yeah. Gil said they better have a life alert. I've fallen, I can't get up. Yeah, but that's true too, Jay Brown. Jay Brown said Briggs need that special orange juice. Gil on one again. Gil crying. Gil said they better have the life alert. I'm falling, I can't get up. Help. Timber. But you know what though? No matter what we talk about, I'm gonna be honest with you. That if any of them fight besides Matisse, I'll be kind of excited. Just because the whole spectacle of it. I'll be excited because I'll just like, God damn, I wonder what he's going to do. Is he going to get, is he getting KO'd in a few seconds? You know, because that's what Gil looking for. Gil looking for, like, you getting your ass knocked out in like 30 seconds, you're going to get knocked out. That's what Gil sees it like that. and it may happen like that, but it would be nice. It would be nice to see. It would be nice to see. And I'm still not going to do, because we're still not 100%. So I'm not going to do like the complete. I'm not going to do the breakdown. We're still going to talk about these five fighters, but I'm not going to do the breakdown on Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois right now. I'll just wait because they are scheduled. They scheduled. They got the fight coming up. So we'll just look at it like that, and we'll see. Yep. Yeah. We are going to see, because that's what we got to do. We got to see it. Y'all know how we do it. Eagles way of boxing. We got to see. But hey, look. Look. I'm not gonna say all jokes aside, but look. So we've been on this break, y'all. So we've been on this COVID break, right? So since we're on this COVID break, don't we need a little bit of excitement? Okay, so the next question. So this is the next question. So we've been on this COVID break, right? So, is every fight that's scheduled to come up, or we're anticipating, right? We're like, anxious, like, yeah, we can't wait to get these fights going. But are we really anticipating for these to be great fights? The first ones that are coming up? Because we got Povetkin, right? I know it's yes, it was completely canceled, but I think that one might be canceled. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so we got Povetkin. Okay, we got Dubois coming up, right? We got White coming up. So those aren't the greatest fights that we want to see. But one of the names in there, I'm interested in seeing what AJ really does. Now, does he really have his confidence back? In which some of these supplemental old-time fighters that we would look at as being old time, will they come back and surprise the hell out of us, or will they just all go in there like Gil says and need the life alert because they fallen and can't get up? But that's something that's on the plate right now. I didn't put the shit on the plate. I'm just serving y'all a little bit of it, but I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't put it on the plate. Yeah. But Jay Brown said Brad's got that special, need that special orange juice. Yeah. Gil Coza, if these old fighters get their ass whooped, we're going to get a silver alert notification on our cell phones. He crying. Gil, you stupid as hell. I don't know. I don't know. But just like I posed that question to everybody the last time when you talk about James Toney. When you talk about James Lights Out, he didn't get that name for nothing. Like I said, if you got in shape, I'm saying, if you got yourself in shape, Gil Coles, right now, and Tony got in shape. I'm not saying he ain't never been six-packed out or nothing like that, but say, for instance, he got in shape. Old as he is, probably in his 50s, right? Would you go 2 rounds with him? I'll even make it even safer for you. Would you go 2 rounds with him with 12 ounce gloves on? Gil Coles again. He said silver alert. He said Evander Holyfield, 6'2", 57 years old, last seen getting in the boxing ring wearing purple trunks. Oh wow, that's what the silver alert gonna say. Gil stupid. last scene. Well, again, that's not a good silver alert though, because if last seen getting in the ring, wouldn't with your verbiage, wouldn't the last thing that was seen, when the last thing would be seen getting carried out the ring with purple shorts? The purple trunks on. See, you messed up, Gil. You had a good one. That's good. That's actually worth laughing at. That's a good one worth laughing at, but you messed up. Because you were supposed to say to get carried out the ring. And then Jay Brown right back. He said it would be better if they fought each other. I would watch that and nothing else they do. No, I'll watch them fight somebody else. I would. I'll watch them fight somebody else. Because I want to see it. Them fighting each other, it might be exciting. I'm just saying, it might be exciting them fighting each other. Maybe neither one of them got crack anymore. But they still got the same skills, but no power and nothing like that. They be in there just throwing them. Like, oh, because you know everybody gonna react to everything they do. Oh, acting like they really just like oh God, they like they really doing it, right? Oh, they throwing down. Oh, everybody gonna, you know how we do, man. But Gil crying, yep. It's gonna be funny though. I need some laughter. Don't nobody need no kind of laughter or something different after all this bullshit we going through? I don't know. Y'all different than me, man. And plus, I'm more of a comic, too. Y'all haven't noticed that? If somebody needs somebody to laugh in my family, they always come get me. They like, he's really funny. He's going to make you laugh regardless. And a lot of times I'm not even telling jokes. It's just the way I say stuff sometimes just make people laugh. They like this. They just start dying laughing. This is the way I'm saying or expressing it. You know, but sometimes I add a little extra just because I'm like, really? So, like even here, it's like, really, Holyfield? You in shape now? 57, like Gil said, 6'2", 57, purple trunks. You gonna come in with your lucky trunks on? And make sure the fighter that fights you have a special mouthpiece that's temporarily glued in, up and lower. So you don't get those chompers into you. Hush, hush. Don't get them bites going. Yeah. Yeah. Gil Cole said, watch the Kimbo Slice versus Donna 5000 fight. Yeah, that's what those old fighters gonna look like. Yeah. I don't even know if I seen that whole fight. I seen it once. Didn't Kimbo won though, right? Yeah. I think Kimbo, let me know. Kimbo won that one, right? I can't even remember. That was so long ago that I watched that fight. Yeah. But I used to love to watch Kimbo, some of his first videos when he first coming out. Man, he was brutal. I mean, he hit this guy in the eyes, whole eye socket was out there one time. So you done? You know, he's like, that's all you got? He told the dude, that's all you got? I know you getting your ass whooped. Messed the dude up, man. And then he said, man, give him my bread. In other words, you don't know what bread is. Y'all know what bread is. And mess with y'all. Jay Brown back clowning again. Jay Brown said they should have a super a super old six tournament with them. He said I would pay too to see win of the tournament. And get the gets Joe Joyce. Oh my goodness, man, y'all on that y'all. This is like frantic Friday or something. Or, no, what is it? No, I gotta have a different name. The F Friday. The frivolous Friday. You guys are crazy today, man. That's he said the super old six tournament. the super old six tournament of ex champions and contenders for the what would the belt be? The belt would be the old six, yeah, the super old six championship of the world. Eliminated. Yeah, they got six of them eliminated. Wait a minute. So one person has to wait out though, huh? Because you got six. Then we have to squeeze. You got to throw two more in there. We have to have the 8. Because 8, then you got 4, then you got 2. 6. It don't work out with 6. And yes, they got to fight twice. If you have 6, so 6. So we have to do 8. So 6. So 6 is gonna be 6, 3, 2 fighting, and then one is just on the sideline waiting for the winner. It's like he gets a bye, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Gil said they look like they needed Capri Suns in the corner. Gil, you like them Capri Suns? You must like them. Who don't like Capri Suns? Who don't like Capri Suns, or who like Capri Suns? Huh? Just ignore that. I forgot to turn it down. Man. Who like Capri Suns? I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually like the Capri Suns, man. I used to kill some Capri Suns, man. I'm talking about kill. I used to kill. I used to buy so many Capri Suns. I was always looking in the refrigerator. Capri Suns up in there. You know, we used to do with the Capri Suns. And I don't know if they still make the containers. I haven't had them in a long time. But what you could do, it's kind of fun though. You could take like a huge. I'm talking about a huge boulder, or brick, the big one. And you could take that little straw. You blow some air into the Capri Sun. You ain't got to put no tape on it or nothing like that. Or you can jump up in the air if you're heavy enough. And you jump up and you land on that thing just right. And that thing sound like a shotgun. You do that just for noise. See, y'all didn't know that. See, y'all don't be inventing stuff. We invent stuff. You can't. They don't have to invent stuff now because they got every damn thing. You know what I mean? But I used to mess up some Capri Suns though. So now y'all know Eagles used to kill some Capri Suns. I did. I used to drink at least 2 at a time. Sometimes 3. I used to drink them things, man. I like all the red ones. Whatever red. I ain't in particular. That's my color when it comes to anything that they make a drink out of. When it comes to reds, that's me. The reds. I want to drink the red ones. All them other like fancy, funny ones and all that. When they start changing them green and all that and yellow and all that, y'all can have that. I'm not interested. But anything when it comes to like drinks, that if you make up a drink, if it's red, it could probably be nasty. But if it's red, that's the one I'm choosing. I'm going for the red. Red pill, blue pill. Okay, red. What does red look like? Red look good. Red does have a certain look when it's liquidy like that. Like you're already thinking back in your mind, Hawaiian punch or something. So you're just like, oh yeah, that's good. The red. Let me get that red. Here we go again. God dang it, Gil. What? I know Gil up to something. Gil said, he said telling they cut man to stab the juice pouch with the straw. Yeah. They can't. Yeah, there you go. And well, they might feed them Capri Suns after the fight, Gil. Like, oh, here you go. Yeah, you got your ass whooped. So, yeah. Just go and suck on this Capri Sun. Make you feel better. Yeah, all right. You cool. You pat them on the head and stuff. Yeah, you just don't. It's a good thing you came in. That you got in there with the guy with the BCD and the feather punches. Cause I'm sorry, champ, you just don't have it no more. You look good though, but you just don't have it no more. You couldn't even take him out. You know, if they put your ass in there with Cracker Joe, if they put your ass in there with Cracker Chin Joe with the kitten punches, the baby kitten punches, if they put you in there with him and he sleep you or beat you, then that's it. Your one fight, come back, that's all you get. Nobody's interested in watching you fight nobody. That's all you get. Now, if you fought him and did okay, then you could probably step up to Graham Cracker. You could step up to Graham Cracker Bob, right? With the, we're not going to say feather because we use that with the pillow punches. You can move up to him. And then maybe you could move up to somebody with even a little bit better chin. If you beat him, then we'll take, Cookie Chin. Charles Cookie Chin, Chip. That's his name. Charles Cookie Chin Chip. You can move up to him. And we'll put his punching power. Yeah, we'll put his punching power up a little bit. We'll say he punches like a cardboard box, like somebody throwing a cardboard box at you. So a little bit more punching power. You can move up to him, and then that's it. Then sit your ass down after that. Then that's all you have to do. Then you have to sit your ass down. After all that, man. But anyway, like I said, man, I appreciate all y'all coming in on Friday, man. Y'all stay safe at all times, not because they publicize stuff and they put stuff out there. Try to do real research. Don't always go to the internet to do research. And I know most libraries are closed, but if you're in school, you lucked out, because school, you guys should have your own resources for school. Colleges and stuff, you guys should have your own resources online where you can still get books. You get the virtual books and stuff like that, the PDF books and stuff like that. Check those out before you check out anything, before you Google anything or whatever, or Bing or Chrome search anything. Always do that. Always do that. Try to find what you can get. Hard copy. That's one of the real reasons. That's one of the reasons I don't fall for a lot of shit, because I got hard copies. I'm like, I got the hard copy. I know when they first were talking about certain stuff, I'm like, he was talking about this way back then. Don't try to trick us today. Yeah, yeah. Gil Cole stupid. He said Tyson probably pulled both hamstrings after I'm back. Oh, said, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm back. He said I'm back and both hamstrings is blown out. Anyway, Eagles out of here, man. Let me get out of here, man. I'm messing with Gil too much, man. That's my little brother, man. Y'all slap Gil around sometimes when y'all get a chance to. Don't just let him and Don Dada go at it. Y'all got to jump on Gil every once in a while, too, just like me. Want to put Gil in that headlock. Rub his ass down just a little bit. Maybe put a little bit of a choke in on him. Maybe I sneak a choke in on Gil. But anyway, man, my shout out to all the real people that I see, man. My shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. On this Friday, man, nothing but blessings, man.